Hey, Tom Rabbit! I hope you got this for your recording. Hey, YouTube out there. Tom Rabbit likes to record these. Hey, Tom Rabbit!
You claim that
Do we
I'm
have
one who trolls in here.
any atheists in here who would like to discuss atheism versus Christianity?
With moderation, yes.
Okay. Who's speaking?
Trick.
Okay. Are you an atheist?
Yes.
Okay. And how do you defend that?
What do you mean? How do I defend that? Like how do
What
I?
is your
How do I reason to be an atheist?
Yeah.
I think that the Christian God is impossible.
Well, that doesn't get you to atheism. Okay?
Yeah, it does, because
atheism is okay. Well, atheism is the disbelief and denial of all gods. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I think all gods are impossible.
Okay. On what grounds?
Because when I use the term God, I'm talking about a God with the three omni properties, and those three omni properties that I'm referring to are omniscient, omnipotent, and omnibenevolent. And an all-powerful, all-knowing, all-living God would not allow evil, and since there is evil, that God can't exist, so it's illogical to believe in that God. Therefore, there is no gods.
Okay, so that the only ultimacy of reality that was a mind would have to have all great-making properties?
If he's all good, all powerful, and all knowing, he would never create evil.
That's not an answer to my question. That response
your question.
Was an answer to another question. So your position then, correct me if I'm wrong, your position then that the only God that could or can exist will possess great making properties or omni properties.
Yeah, when I talk about a God, I'm talking about a God with the three omni properties. If you're talking about a different God, you're not using the same definition of a God as me. So
you're not addressing my question.
Well, I'm confused. I feel like you're arguing a semantical battle here, Darth.
Yeah, you're not. Listen, dude, you're wasting my time.
I'm not trying to. Could you
He's old enough to be your father, buddy.
Yeah. Okay.
Could you just be more clear?
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Yeah. Keep on heckling. There you go. Enjoy the red duct tape on your mouth, Socrates. Okay. I keep on asking you a question, and you keep on giving me a phony response that is not specific to my question. Is it your position that the only God that could exist, okay, if it did exist, it would have to have omni properties?
I feel like that's like a loaded question because I can't answer that question.
What's the implicit premise that is objectionable?
Well, no, so when I say it's a loaded question, I mean that it already entails the answer to other questions. Which, when you use the term God, it already has the three omni properties.
Okay.
But and then you specify God.
Do you positively believe that all facts necessitate referencing something that is absolute and ultimate, the source of all possibility, and that it is a mind? Okay. Do you believe that?
Maybe. I don't know if it's a mind.
No. Do you positively believe that all the facts that you're acquainted with necessitate referencing that what is ultimate is a mind? Do you believe that? Okay. Do you have an argument for why what is ultimate, being the source of all that is, what is, can be, and cannot be, and that it is a mind, why that cannot be?
I don't. No, I think that can be.
Do you have a rationale why it can't?
No, I just said it can. So.
Well, then you're not an atheist then, because atheism is the disbelief in all gods. I just gave you a minimal. Please do not overtalk me. All right. We're not going to play a little adolescent game here where you're just going to talk past me.
Sorry.
Okay. Now, I gave you a minimalist definition of God, which we could go on and discuss what, if any, additional properties that a God may or may not have. Is it your position that what is ultimate, the source of what is, can be, or cannot be a mind? Is that your position?
No.
Then you're not an atheist.
Off that definition, no, I would not be.
Okay. So I asked somebody to come forth and defend atheism. So you're not an atheist.
No, because what you said is perfectly possible. So I don't think it is.
So, well, okay. Well, do you positively believe that what is ultimate?
No, I don't.
What is the? Well, can I finish?
Well, yeah.
Do you believe that what is the source of what is, can be, and cannot be? Do you positively believe that that is a mind or not?
No, I don't believe that it is a mind.
Okay, then you are an atheist then.
Well, you asked two separate questions there. So your first question was, can it or can it not be? It can be a mind. I don't believe it is a mind. Those are two separate questions.
Okay. Well, if you don't believe it's a mind, then it cannot be a mind, because what it is, it would necessarily exist. It's not subject to contingency. There could be a deer in my backyard, but there may not be. Okay, so whatever is ultimate, the source of what is, can be, or cannot be, is not probabilistic in nature. Okay, it would necessarily exist or necessarily not exist. Now, either you positively believe that what is fundamental and ultimate, the source of what is, can be, and cannot be, either you positively believe it is a mind, or you do not believe that.
Yeah, no, it can't. Off of what I understand your position, but no, it cannot be a mind. Off of what you're saying.
Okay. And have you determined then what is in fact ultimate,
No.
the source of what is, can be? Then how did you rule out that it cannot be a mind?
Because when you say that the thing that instantiates what is, cannot, and can be is a mind, and it is necessary implying that it is true in all worlds, then if I can think of a world with no logical contradiction where that isn't the case, then it is possible, so it's not necessary, which defeats that position, so it's impossible.
That was pure gobbledygook what just came out of your mouth. Okay.
No, it wasn't. That's a reduction.
Can we mute? No, listen carefully. Okay. You do not know what it is that's ultimate. Is that correct?
What do you mean by ultimate? I don't know what that means.
I've already explained that to you. Whatever is ultimate is absolute, it's invariant, it's eternal. It is the source of everything that is, can be, or cannot be. Do you know what it is?
Possibly.
No, I don't want to hear maybe, could be, possibly. Do you know what that is?
Sure, yes.
What is? Well, that's funny because a minute ago you said you didn't know.
Well, the question you asked, yes, but when you're asking,
okay, you have contradicted yourself. Are we?
No, I haven't. No, because can you not interrupt me, Darth? I haven't interrupted you. Hey, Darth, I'm trying to speak here. Darth.
You're gonna stop here. We're not gonna keep doing this.
I asked for mods, Darth.
You said a minute ago.
Please, Darth.
I'm gonna stop. No, you said a couple of minutes ago. I asked you point blank. I will let you have as much time as you want. You said a couple of minutes ago. I asked you point blank, and I was clear. If you lie to me, then the conversation and the dialogue is over. You made yourself very clear. I asked you, do you know what is ultimate, the source of what is, can be, or cannot be? And you said you didn't know. Now you tell me you do know.
I said possibly, and then the thing you asked before is, could it be this? And I said, I don't know if it could, it couldn't be. I don't know if it is or isn't that thing you're saying. I think it is this, and if it is true, then I do have the knowledge. If it isn't true, then I don't have the knowledge, but I'm pretty sure I have the knowledge because I don't know if you know what fallibilism is. That's what I was trying to get to, Darth. But Darth, hold on.
You have a bright future.
Darth, you said you'd let me finish. You said you'd let me finish.
Yeah, you're running off at the mouth here.
No, Darth, let me finish, please. I let you finish. I didn't interrupt you. So we derailed from my initial thing. Is I did a reductio on your point. You said that this thing is necessary necessary meaning is true in all worlds. I can think of a possible world where it is not true, which defeats your entire position.
How does your fantasy defeat my position?
Because there's no logical contradiction in the world that I can conjure up in my head.
It doesn't. Okay, it doesn't.
So it's possible.
No, you're not understanding. What we're talking about, what is ultimate? Okay. Now, you are an atheist. You do not believe that what is ultimate is a mind. Okay? Now, the only way that you say that that could not be is you would have to tell me what then is ultimate and that it is not a mind. What
No,
is
that's
it
not
then
true.
that is ultimate?
I don't.
Listen. I'm gonna give you one more warning. Okay, I've dealt with you before. If you're gonna behave like a teenager in convoluted reasoning and be argumentative, I'm gonna be done with you. Listen very carefully. Do we falsify A by instantiating not A?
I don't know what you mean.
How do you falsify A in terms of A is a placeholder for an entity or state of affairs? How do you falsify
Like,
A in
are,
logic?
are you asking, like, if we're talking about a proposition, how do we determine whether?
We're not going to keep doing this trick. Okay.
No, I'm trying to understand. I don't understand. I'm
Listen.
being honest.
Okay.
You said don't lie.
I'm getting to the point of complete frustration with you.
I'm sorry.
I'm being very straightforward with you. Okay. I've dealt with you before. You are an argumentative person. Okay. I'm not fooled by these verbal tactics. Now, if you're going to falsify A, you have to instantiate not A. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you're going to falsify what is ultimate is a mind, you're going to have to instantiate what is ultimate that's not a mind. All
No.
I've simply done is, okay, last warning. All I simply did, okay, and if you want to remain in the conversation with me, you better man up here because I'm not going to play your little games or your tricks. All I've simply done is I filled in a value for A, okay?
Mm-hmm.
A is what is ultimate and is a mind. In order to falsify that, you're going to have to show not A, which is what is ultimate that is not a mind. Okay?
So couldn't I show a contradiction in A, and that would falsify it as well,
Okay.
Darth?
There's no contradiction that what is ultimate is a mind.
Can I show
First
you
of
the
all,
contradiction?
no. Here's why. First of all, here's why you can't do that. Okay, because in order to invoke these laws of logic ontologically, they're going to have to derive from what is ultimate.
Could you? What's the
Because
for
for example, in the Christian worldview, when we use logic, okay, when we make an appeal to the law of identity, non-contradiction, excluded middle, these are all derivative and reflective of God, who is his ultimate. Now, you're going to have to tell me, okay, what it is that is ultimate that is not a mind. What is it?
reality?
Okay. This is the go-to response of every atheist who does not know how to answer the question. So I'll ask the question this way to show you how silly this answer is. What is it that is ultimate, that dictates what is, can be, and cannot be for the set of all real things?
I don't know. That's a loaded question.
It's not. What's the objectionable premise?
Because I don't know if there is a thing that like when it implies a set.
No, that's not a loaded question.
Because the
Okay,
thing itself is the set.
listen to me. Okay, the ice is cracking on the thin ice that you're standing there. I'm about ready to end this all. It was not a loaded question. Last warning. I've been more than patient with you.
Me too.
If you just want to be an argumentative teenager, be my guest, but I will stop conversing with you. I asked you a legitimate question, and it was not a loaded question. I asked you, okay, what is it that is ultimate, that institutes and secures what is, can be, and cannot be in virtue of each member of the set of all real things?
I'll answer. Can I ask you a question after? Is that okay?
I'm waiting for an answer to my question.
Right. Can I ask you a follow-up question after, though?
Okay. If you do not know, I'm waiting for an answer to my question. Okay. Last warning.
All right. So energy.
Okay. Now, how did you determine that energy is what dictates what is or can or cannot be for each particular of existence? How did you determine that?
Because energy is the only thing I know of that is eternal. It can't be created or destroyed, so it would have to be.
Okay, all right, listen. I've been through this before. You can't appeal to the first law of thermodynamics.
Why not?
Because all it has to do is with our general observations. It's not a universal dictating into the past or to the future. All it just simply means is there's no way that we know of, naturally or by man-made means, by which matter and energy can be destroyed. It is not a dictation that energy is eternal. Number two. No. Okay.
That's not what you're saying.
No, it's not.
Well, if
Now,
it's descriptive, it's just describing what we see. If it's prescriptive,
listen to me. Is energy a concrete one, or is it a set of concrete particulars?
Energy itself would be a one that encapsulates multiple different types of energies.
Okay. You better. Okay, I've just about had it with you. I've warned you this several times.
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking you a straightforward question.
I answered it.
You say energy is what is ultimate, that dictates what is, can be, or cannot be for the set of all real things. Is energy a concrete one or not?
Well, yes, it's a one.
Okay, then you can't make distinctions then.
Why not?
Because that's the nature of being a concrete one.
I don't see how that follows. Also, I wanted to ask again.
Okay. Saying how you don't see it follows. Overtalk me one more time, and we're done.
You're overtalking me.
Goodbye. Thank you for your time. Okay. Yeah. Being an argumentative teenage imbecile does not make you look good, either before the Christians, the theists, or the atheists in here. You're in over your head. You think just by being a motor mouth that you're in the debate. You're not. Okay? You don't know what you're talking about in much of this stuff. You're just making it up on the fly. Your responses were pathetic. I'm looking for somebody who wants to have an adult interaction, even if we vigorously disagree. I don't want a teenager coming in here and just being argumentative. Okay?
But you just got destroyed, Darth. That's why you turned.
Okay? Listen.
Whenever you lose, you turn.
Troll me again. Right? And you're going to be server muted. Look, even some of the regular atheists here have to be embarrassed that we can't get any intelligent atheist to step forward. That last kid, that teenager trick. What a train wreck.
He destroyed.
He's contradicting himself. Unbelievable. By the way, did you get that, Tom Rabbit?